Today we are taking you along what we eat for the day, starting with a high-protein omelet made with chickpeas, a high-protein lunch sandwich made of chickpeas as well, and just a very simple roasted vegetable sheet pan dinner. Let's get cooking. You gotta stand tall. For breakfast, this is sort of a chickpea omelet or a chickpea latke or a chickpea pancake as you call it. So we are here prepping. I am going to start off with some mushrooms. I also added some green onions and some grapeseed oil, seasoned it well. Then I'm just going to saute it until it is nice and cooked and put it onto the side. Next is prepping the chickpeas. We have soaked chickpeas overnight, and then we're just going to blend that up into a little paste-like consistency, sort of like a pancakey, thick pancake, and you can season it however you want. I just use some salt here and maybe some onion powder. Whatever you want to use, you can go ahead and just season it up. So into a bowl, the omelet base goes, and then we're just adding the mushrooms here. Isaiah is sneaking a few bites off of the mushrooms because they were so delicious. And we're also going to add some leftover chopped vegetables, some roasted vegetables. You can really use anything you want here too. We love mixing any leftovers here. It's really just like a leftover omelet. Then once we've mixed everything up nice and all incorporated and everything is melding together, we are going to put this on a skillet. I use some grapeseed oil and we are pan frying some. Now you can definitely go ahead and just put it in the oven, which looking back, I think I will do that next time because it does take a long time to make individual little pancakes or omelets for our large family. So definitely if you do have a large family, then just bake them all at once. It does taste much better on the pan, so do what you wish. We then just garnished with some hummus that we made the day before and also some green onions, and this was a perfect, delicious omelet. Moving on to our newest favorite, the chickpea sandwich. We're going to start off with some soaked chickpeas. This is just chickpeas soaked overnight, just some dry chickpeas. Do not use the cooked version or the canned version because it won't cook up the right consistency or the texture. So I am just adding a bunch of chickpeas into a blender. I really don't measure because I kind of know the texture that we're going for, and I have a little clip of how it should be towards the end. Now I did take some of it out just because it was kind of full and I did want to just use the rest of the chickpeas for something else later. Here you can season it however you want. I just had some green onions here, some oregano, cumin, and paprika, and some onion powder, and of course some salt. I also added some grapeseed oil for some fats in here because it is quite a lean protein here. And I actually added a little bit more salt here because I felt like this whole batch needed some more. Now onto the water, we're going to fill it up pretty much close to the very top. Now here I stopped a little bit short, so definitely add a little bit more water to until it's covered basically. And then I'm going to use our favorite blender, the Blendtec. Now I accidentally recorded this in slow motion, but I thought it was really cool. But I am just going to blend this up here. I did need to add a little bit more water for it to just go a little bit more smoothly. And then this is the consistency that you want. It's sort of like a thick pancake batter here, kind of like the chickpea batter that we did for the omelet. Now for the sandwich bread, we have tried this on the pan, of course, but because we're making so many, we are just going to put it in the oven. I have preheated the oven to 400, you can do 425, and we're going to just bake these for about, I would say like 10-15 minutes. You kind of be the judge of the sandwich consistency. It should not have any wet parts to it at all. Alright, so the first batch is made. Now we're going to make the next batch, and Israel here is making a really delicious dill ranchy avocado sauce. In a cup, we're going to add water, some hemp seeds, avocado, salt, limes, and also some dill. And this time for the sandwiches, I did cut up some tomatoes. We did some red onions, some romaine lettuce, and some avocados. You can see that Israel really takes pride in making his sandwiches really delicious. We're going to top everything up. You can use whatever you want. Some grilled zucchinis or some bell peppers would be really delicious on here. We're going to season the tomatoes and onions with some salt and pepper. We're going to also add the sauce here. Now, I personally love this sauce, so I would suggest you putting however much sauce that you would want here. And then you're just going to sandwich it all up. We're going to chop it in half and serve up the most delicious high protein sandwich. This is a very filling sandwich, but you really do just want to keep eating it and eating it. It's delicious. And for dinner, we are doing a roasted vegetables, but instead of just roasting vegetables, I was inspired by Ratatouille, the French sort of baked zucchinis and tomatoes layered together, and so I wanted to make my version of that. I did start off with some onions and bell peppers in a baking sheet here, but I was like, okay, I'm actually going to share some of my peppers and onions on the other tray too, so I decided to just split it up a little bit here. Then I have some chopped up broccoli. You can use any vegetables, some zucchinis or some cauliflower would be great here. Mercy decided she wanted to come help me chop some vegetables, so I am just prepping her for it. So I am prepping the zucchinis while Mercy is going to finish up with the broccoli. We always peel our zucchinis because we have read that the zucchini peel is sort of like an equivalent to watermelon skin. It's very difficult for our digestive system to digest the skin, so we always like to take a little bit of extra time and just peel all of the zucchinis that we eat. I am giving some simple instructions to Mercy to how I would like the zucchinis to be cut and how thick. We love involving our kids, as some of you have seen. They are great cooks here and they grow up cooking. We started them off very, very young, and I feel like it's a really great skill to have as you grow up. So part of the ratatouille are some tomatoes. I have some just red tomatoes here that I've purchased at the store, and we're going to slice it up nice and thin. Roasted vegetables are our go-to for any meals because it is so quick and easy to just prep a pan of vegetables and just put it in the oven for it to cook for about an hour or so, and dinner is done. We're seasoning up our vegetables with Celtic sea salt or Celtic sea salt, some paprika, and you can use any seasonings you want. I like to use cumin, paprika, onion powder, oregano, Italian seasonings. Those are our normal go-tos. Now initially, for the ratatouille, I wanted to just put all of the vegetables in the pan here, season it up really well, and just kind of massage it and rub all the seasonings together. However, I was like, yeah, no, I kind of want it to be a little bit more presentable. So I started just grabbing some of the tomatoes out. I wanted every layer to have some sort of seasonings. I wanted to get that taste of Italian seasoning. So instead of just piling all the vegetables on, we're going to layer it one by one. We have some onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, zucchinis layered. We're going to add a little bit more hemp seed oil. We love using hemp seed oil. It gives this really nutty flavor to it. And we use this liberally. It tastes delicious. Then we're going to just season with some more salt, some more Italian seasoning, and some more paprika. And we're going to just rinse and repeat until all of the vegetables are layered and seasoned nicely so we can get it ready for the oven. This is such a simple dish, a very, very easy and delicious dish here that you can make any time of the week. Once the ratatouille is done, I just popped it into the oven, and we're going to finish the broccoli by seasoning it well, and then we're going to just add it to a hot oven. I suggest probably like 425, just so that it cooks and it gives you that nice crispy roasted delicious broccoli. And once everything is out, voila, here you go, a full sheet pan dinner ready for everyone to enjoy. You can just lay this out for all the kids that you have, or if you don't have any, of course, you can just make your own bowl and make smaller amounts of this meal. A sauce would be really good on this, like a cilantro and avocado sauce, or maybe some salsa would be really delicious on here too. Right now I am making Trey's plate, so I am just going to pile up all of the vegetables. That ratatouille bake was really delicious actually. I was surprised by how well it turned out, and it was just so simple to make. Something different for a change, you know? And here is Trey's bowl. Like I said, topped with some sauce. This would be really good. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you try some of these out, especially that sandwich. That was really good. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. We make videos every week, and we will see you on the next one. Take care in this heat. Bye guys.